What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Lore Reloaded. Always a pleasure to see you guys out here. Figured we'd try this again. I was playing a game beforehand. I might try to do it again. Should you guys like it, great. If you don't, we can always do something else. Obviously, there's no one here, so I'm talking to myself, so that's always a fun-filled adventure. I'm going to have to repeat this probably like a dozen times or so. And nobody gets my things. Nobody gets my my notifications. What's up, Ethan Nelson? Always a pleasure to see Ethan Nelson in his house. I'll put this over here. You know what? I did this in the wrong order. Oh well, that's okay. If you guys won't tell anybody, I won't. All right, right here. Bam. Oh, what's going on, Rodon? I'm doing pretty well. I am doing pretty decently. Got a lot of people angry and saying stupid stuff in my most recent video. I don't know why I expect anything less from that. Anytime I do a video like that, I expect something different. Never happens. That's on me. Rock crushes lizard. Lizard poisons Spock. That is true. Who's in the docket? Oh, you know who's in the docket. Stop going, Geralt. Brian, I'm here for your incompetence. Ryan knows what's up. Ryan knows what's about to happen. Brian, not Ryan. Brian with a Y. I feel Starfleet has a serious problem with incompetence, especially in the command structure. Well, hey, we're about to see that. We're about to see that today. Yeah, because this commander, if you will, has no idea doing what they do. So, you know, it is what it is. The darker video one, why would they hate be there? Because it talks about Discovery, and if it's not completely attacking Discovery, it's going to get hate. Just is. That's the way it is. Alright, so let's do this. Whoop. There it is. Everybody's doing well. Alright, here we go. Solo adventure, start. Have I seen the video about why Riker is the worst commander by Space Talk? I haven't. I have not. What's going on, Pete Oz? Hope you're doing well. Always a pleasure. Alright, Captain, Ongoing Vision, Next Generation, Launch. Yeah, I enjoy doing games while I'm playing with you guys. Wow, I enjoy playing games while I'm talking to you guys. It's not going to be like all the time. Maybe every other or every couple of days or something. I sucked when I did it last time, so I want to try again. Who is the most incompetent commander, though?
Captain's log supplemental. We're continuing our survey of the region. Our current focus is to gather data on the various anomalies we've detected nearby.
I will update our operational charts.
There was a lot of stupid stuff. Look at Ensign Rayo, still here. And Lieutenant Nar. Wow, the whole crew's here, even though that happened 100 years ago. Okay. Navigate gaseous anomalies. That's fair. Let's see. Ship is doing well. Torpedoes got 50. Local map. Why do I look like Data? That's confusing. Let's see. Impulse map. Nope. Do we need to warp somewhere? We gotta go to McLov. McLov, my lads! McLov. Ensign Rayo. Prepare warp.
Initializing warp protocols.
Damn right you are.
Warp course is set.
Oh, hello. How are you doing? You doing okay?
Warp coils ready.
Yeah, you're doing okay. Though I'm not sure why you're there and in an engineering, but you know, whatever.
We're aligned for warp.
Do
ready
it!
to go. Aye, aye.
Yeah, this is Star Trek Online. That's exactly what it is. This is not Star Trek Online, just so we're all aware.
The science team is on station, ready
Hey.
to begin
Captain,
analysis.
we've been detected. That ship looks like they need help.
I'm reading multiple hostile contacts.
Jesus Christ, this is an anomaly. Why is it... I don't... Okay, well, first off...
Roger that. Raising shields. Arming torpedoes.
Alright, Alright, so Are we engaging them? You. Engage target.
Selected. Firing.
Fight them, boys!
Direct hit.
We're being hailed.
We're suffering multiple systems failures, including life support. You have to get my people out of here.
Enemy breaking contact.
Captain, I'm updating your panel.
They're disengaging. They don't get to disengage. Destroy them!
Our
Destroy
shields
them!
are at 25%.
Yeah, stage 9 was pretty fun. Tactical operations. Powered shields.
Maximizing power to shield emitters.
Damn right you are. Winning? I got no idea what I'm doing here, guys.
Hostile destroyed.
Oh, okay. Is there another one? Tactical. There's more! Kill them all!
Aye, Captain. Targeting. Engaging.
Oh, this is bad. This is not good. Something is not right. Something is quite wrong.
Phasers are fully operational.
Sensors are fully functional.
Full power to shields.
Sensor array restored.
I'm confused.
Aye, aye.
Kill them!
Firing. Enemy vessel. Breaking contact.
Oh, you can't run from me. There's no doing this. How do I don't... Alright.
Phaser fire control restored.
Good hit.
Engines fully restored.
Restored. We're on the way.
Weapons?
Engines restored.
Alright, how do we see from outside? There's gotta be a way to see. Hey, look at me when I'm talking to you. Hey, I'm asking you a question. Alright. And I can't even pause it. Okay. Captain Laura, a message from Starfleet. Smud would like to speak to you in the ready room. Something about the Mars androids having the Stella program.
Enemy vessel destroyed.
Stella! Alright. Did we win?
We're in position.
Alright. Objectives. Alright. Alright. Good job, people. I have no idea what the hell just happened. Operations. Here, let me take over for a second. Do you, like, repair stuff? Yeah. Why aren't we...
We're in position.
I need you to repair stuff. Alright, so you're repairing stuff.
Repairs complete.
Fantastic. That's great. Are we over here repairing stuff? We are. Good. Okay. That's right. You better fucking look forward. I know what I'm doing. You shut up. You don't talk to me. Alright? Don't want to have this conversation again. Alright.
We're in position. Warp core restored. Station's as good as new.
In position for
Transporter
what?
room is functional again. Captain, all systems are restored.
Damn right they are. Alright, where are we supposed to be going? Alright, so we're not there.
Plotting course.
Alright. Well, that was a cluster. Love this game and love a channel. Well, this channel loves you. Have you seen the USS Atlantis? It's a beautiful looking ship. I have not. By the way, this is not Star Trek Online. It's Star Trek Bridge Commander. It's a lot of fun. Oh, how I wish that Stage 9... I actually still have the Stage 9 game. Okay, let me ask you guys this, because that would be easier. Do you want me to load up Stage 9? Because I think I still have it on the computer. So 1 in the chat if you want me to load up Stage 9, because I think I have it. Or 2, we can just keep doing this. Might be on my old computer. I still have it. I have all of the files.
Aye, Captain.
Torpedoes on safe.
Allocating engine power for inbox.
Why do
Ready
we...
for
I don't understand why the torpedoes have to go offline. I don't understand. Why do I look like Data? Because you're Lord. That's true.
Course laid in, Captain.
See, I forget. Alright, now I have to engage.
Aye, understood.
What's going on, Netherlands? Hope you're doing well. Oh, I got a message. What did I get a message from? I ain't mad at nobody. There's a godlike species in the book called All Tomorrows. The species name is the Qs. They make the Tyranids look like toddlers. Well, that sounds like a horrific thing. Who would want to do that? Alright, so here we are. Let's go to local. Nope, that's not local. That's not local either. Is that local? Nothing here. Okay.
Calculating travel vector.
I'm not sure. What the hell am I supposed to be doing? I'm so confused. Alright. Alright.
Aye, aye, Captain. Course
Powering
plotted.
engines for
On your marks. Plotting impulse course. Aye.
There's this weird Star Trek power ranking list where the Prophets are less powerful than some Alpha Quadrant races. Well, I mean, I could believe that. Absolutely, I could believe that. The Prophets in the wormhole are pretty powerful, but outside of that, they don't seem all that, like, I don't know. They're not like the Q or Trelane or anybody like that. Alright, so, operations? No. Tactical? No. Flight control? No. How do I scan stuff? Alright, so here we are. We're at Ruma, that's where we are.
Calculating travel vector.
Alright, so there's nothing here. Alright.
Aye, aye, Captain.
diverting power for impulse.
Laying course for impulse.
Does Starfleet use iPhone or Android? I get the joke. I get the joke because they have an Android. Do y'all get it? He's going to be here all night. The Prophets made Cisco, which makes them the most powerful force in the universe. I stand corrected.
Course plotted.
It's been some time since I've seen this game.
Aye, aye.
Doesn't Trek Yards play this game a lot? I thought they played this game quite a bit.
New contact. One hostile.
Of course. Alright, let's fucking kill it. How do we know it's a hostile? First off,
Torpedoes arming.
that's right.
Yes,
Follow.
Captain. Update
Kill
target.
them! Kill them dead. There should be a way to see the outer ship. I got no idea how to do it, by the way, though. So, display mode, display target, display exterior. See, now we can watch ourselves. Isn't this cool? And there's even damage on our ship, which I'm sure a lot of people are going to ask about when we get back, and that's not going to go well for
Staying
me.
with locking on target.
Flight control, set speed. Full
Aye, aye,
speed.
Captain. Full speed ahead.
Why is it taking forever? Kill them. What are we doing? Why are we... I'm so confused. Where's our enemy? I thought we were fighting people.
No target selected.
This is the worst Christmas ever. Alright, I want to go back to the captain. Alright, okay, well, since they ran like little beaches, let's do this. Let's go to our local map. No, that's not a local map. That neither is that our local. Let's go here. Alright. Analyze
Aye, aye,
target.
Captain. Locking new targets.
Let's do it, boys. Why did Picard get rid of Worf? Because he got sick of him clinging on? But seriously, folks.
Scanning.
I'm not the biggest fan of Discovery, but I like to use this as an excuse just to hate anything new automatically. Mark Felipe!
Entering anomaly.
Want to welcome him as the newest fan to...
Transferring analysis to your panel, Captain.
Damn right, you better be. Welcome as the new Fandom Menace channel. Alright, so what did you transfer to my... What's going on? Can we message them? Guess not. So, I want you to Weapons. Fire torpedoes. It is an enemy. It's an enemy of the state. Alright. So are we about to hit it? Because I feel like we're about to... Do you want to stop, or... Alright, well, let's just see what happens. I'm sure this is going to go well. This
Captain,
is,
we've reached our destination.
Alright. So, nothing happened? Alright, well, that was crap.
Understood. Changing target.
Well, if we can't destroy it, I don't want anything to do with it. Has Discovery interacted with the Captain Archer era? Yes, it has. They've had a couple of references directly to it. Have you tried reversing the polarity? Or maybe it's the tribbles. It could be. It could be the tribbles. I think that's what it is. Was that a Romulan scout beneath that ship? Probably was. I have no idea what people are doing here. I'm honestly, I'm waiting for these people to discover I'm a fraud. Also, this chick apparently exists in every era, so I don't know about all that. That's confusing.
Captain, scans show the anomaly.
Our subsystems will be moderately
Oh,
compromised
Jesus
by
Christ.
the anomaly.
Please, everybody, talk at the same time. That's exactly what I need you to do. Everybody talk at the same time, especially when we're trying to find
Our
enemies.
ship is likely to sustain
There we go.
direct
There we
damage
go.
as a
See?
result.
We're
I'm
doing
sending
it.
new data to your
There
panel,
we go. It's all working out. Apparently, we're about to die. That's what I'm hearing on that. All right. Well, why are we here if we're sustaining damage? I don't want to do that. All right. Let's go to...
Plotting course.
Disarming
Powering
torpedoes.
engines for impulse.
Why are we disarming torpedoes? All right. You see all that happening to the ship? That's a bad thing. Can we stop that? Whatever that is. Can we stop whatever's happening to the ship? Like, I don't care what you have to
On your
do.
mark, Captain.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Everyone, I'm gonna kill all of you.
Aye, aye.
Everybody on this bridge is about to be dead. I'll make it look like an accident. Shoot it! Shoot her! What's the Borg's favorite TV show? The Cube. Haha! Is that a TV show? I've never even heard of that. Fail. A rare fail, Ariel. Rare. What the hell are we arriving into? What the hell?
I've got a new contact. Hostile.
Well, of course you do. Where is it? Get him! Let's go. Engage target. Why are we doing it upside down? Did he just run like a little bitch? He just ran! What is this hostile doing? This is...
Aye, aye. New target locked.
It's like he's playing...
Initiating scan.
It's like we're fighting me.
Scan is showing that anomaly as dangerous.
I believe our vessel will absorb the anomaly's effects with little trouble, Captain.
Warning.
Moving into the
Environmental
anomaly.
hazard detected.
You add nothing to all of this, just so you and I
It
understood.
puts us at risk of damage to the ship.
You
I'm
said...
sending data to your panel,
You
Captain.
said it wouldn't do anything! You stupid Oh my god. Can we scan this area? I think we're supposed to scan operations.
Yes,
Powered
Captain.
shields.
Prioritizing power
We've
to
arrived.
shields.
Alright, and now tactical. Nope. Analyze target. This is the worst Christmas ever.
I am updating your panel, Captain. I will update your panel, Captain.
I need you to stop talking. You and I, we're not on a talking basis.
Calculating travel vector.
Alright, let's
Aye, understood.
Allocating engine power for impulse.
Making ready for impulse.
Why do you guys watch this? Lore, quiet discount spy. That's true. Check aft shield, sir. Hi, how's it going? It's going well, multi-gunman. Hope it's doing well for you. Same anomalies damage the ship with shields up, and some of
Course
you with shields
spotted.
down. That's fantastic.
Aye, Captain.
And I have to tell them to engage because they're not the brightest in the world. Yeah, it has been going. I you know, usually the numbers I don't watch all that much. I know it's cliche, but after a while, it's not as potent as you think it would be. But the last 2,000, the upcoming 2,000, really the last 10,000 subscribers has been the slowest
We're showing
it has
off our
ever done.
sensors.
Now, it hasn't been
New
slow
contact. One enemy vessel.
based on the stats. Just to me, it feels like it's so slow. Okay, so there's one. Bet he's going to run.
Aye,
Following the
Captain.
target.
Blocking new target.
Oh, we should probably go to
Opening
red.
fire.
Oh, wow, he's fighting us. Oh, that's a bird of prey. Oh, this is great.
Understood. Updating target. Scanning target.
I am sending new data to your panel, Captain.
Aye, Captain. Arming torpedoes.
Shields,
Aye, aye.
25%.
Targeting. Engaging
Oh, that's not
target.
good. That's not good at all.
We just lost our shields. Repairs complete in the transporter room. Main engineering is back online. Acknowledged.
Main engineering was
Power
down?
shield
That's
emitters.
kind of a problem if main engineering is down. You can kind of understand my concern with that.
Sensor suite prepared, Captain.
Are you going to be okay there, Discount Spock? You going to be okay?
Sensor array.
The transporter room is back online.
Contact lost. They're cloaked.
Warning.
You're going to be okay? It's going to work out. Don't get scared. Don't let them freak you out.
The transporter room.
Steady, everybody. Steady. It's all going to work out. They're more scared of us than we are of them.
Main engineering restored.
Restored.
Yes, Captain. Changing target.
Oh, I can cloak? Let's do a cloak
You
on.
following the target.
Readying proximity torpedoes.
Get them! Get them, lads!
with-
Tell Wesley to shut up. He needs to shut up. Too bad this game doesn't allow for the parts off ship to ship.
Engines are fully operational.
Restored.
Alright, did we get it? Nope. Alright, well, let's take our time and do it again.
Aye, Captain.
On the way. We're on site.
Aye.
No.
Target selected. Disengaging.
Yeah, y'all are useless. Alright, operations, let's see.
Equalizing power. Shield emitters repaired.
Emitters restored.
Scanning.
Flight control. Set speed.
Scans complete.
My readings suggest the effects of the anomaly will be mild.
Yeah, will they be mild and then destroy the ship like you said beforehand? Get the fuck out of my face, stupid ass. Spock.
It could cause direct damage to the ship.
Called
by
it!
updating your panel, Captain.
Called
the data
it!
we have gathered is approximately half of the necessary quantity.
I don't even know what we're doing, buddy. Are we supposed to be doing this? Am I doing this right? Because I don't feel like I've done any of this right. Alright, so it's supposed to scan that one. Alright, do we need to scan
Transferring
this one?
analysis to your panel, Captain.
Transfer analysis to your panel, you stupid. Alright, well, glad I'm doing a good job, because I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, let's go here. Location, what? Alright. Okay, well, we've already been there, so let's go to the impulse map. Alright, so we're right here. We need to go
Plotting
here.
course.
We need to prepare impulse.
Aye, aye. Setting torpedoes to homing.
Alright, yeah, everybody talk at once. Let's all talk at once. It's exactly how this needs to go.
Phaser array fully
Aft shield, what are you talking? My aft shield is fine.
Course laid in, Captain.
Oh, hi. What's going on? You okay? What are you doing? How do I fix my aft shield? I see what you're talking about right here. But how do I fix that? I don't understand. Do I go to Capital? I'm gonna take over
Got
Tactical.
hostiles inbound.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Torpedo launchers fully operational.
Torpedo control system.
Fore
restored.
aft.
No valid target.
Phasers. Everything looks good. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. This is the worst Christmas ever. Alright, so we go here.
Warning.
Entering the anomaly.
Hazard detected.
Aye, Captain. Prioritizing power to shields.
Let me take over, you stupid. Alright, engineering systems.
We finished our repairs.
Alright, select location to send. That's all good. Alright. Everything looks good. I'm confused. Shield generator? No, that's good. Here.
Warning.
We're on site.
I'm gonna level with you all. Okay, so these red things, that's a bad sign, is what I'm hearing. I don't feel like these are bad. Available power, so maybe... Do we bring power down here? And then bring power up there? Or bring power down here? And then bring power up here? Right there. Oh, that's engine power. I don't want that. That's phaser. That's shield level. No, shield level needs to be 5. Alright. Alright. One second. I'm really, really bad at that. That's what I learned. Alright, what do you guys want to talk about? Red means bad. Red means bad. What's that noise? We're gonna do it live. Just hit the console with your fist. Those red things will work again. You know, I have learned that that's what it always works. If you hit the red things with your fist, everybody wins. Christmas. I knew it. You're fighting Santa Claus. I am. I am fighting old Santas. So anyway, who is the most incompetent Starfleet officer? If I had to get one. It's funny, because a lot of them get the stupid stick. If the shield level is fine, then why do you want to repair it? Because it said the aft shields weren't working. I was sitting... You were watching it same as me, good sir. How's the kids? They're with their mom this weekend. Doing really well. I got a really needy cat. This cat is never needy until I'm doing this. Hi. Hey, why are you so needy? You not like me talking to people? You're never needy. So I don't understand. They'll be going with mom for 2 weeks in about a week, which is going to be crazy. They haven't been with mom for 2 weeks in years. So that's going to be kind of an interesting little experiment, shall we say. Janeway is the only one that comes to mind when it comes to making the most mistakes. Yeah, she was in a lot of bad problems. Deanna destroyed the Enterprise. She rammed it into a planet, which was an intriguing thing. Picard lost the Enterprise dozens of times. Did he? Every YouTube channel seems to have a pet companion. I've had my cats ever since this channel has existed, good sir. I was the OG when it came to this. The OG. Original. Okay? I'm going to be doing some pen and paper Star Trek adventures on Saturdays, a week from the 4th. So I guess that would be the 19th, I guess? Is that? No, that's 2 weeks from the 4th. I'm sorry, a week from the 3rd. I guess I could do it on the 3rd. Why'd I say no? I'm going to talk to them tomorrow. We may do it next Saturday. Because we're not doing it today, but we may do it next Saturday. If we don't, it'll be the 10th. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to have Cute Fuzzy Weasel. It's going to have Who's it going to have? Cute Fuzzy Weasel. It'll also have Fancy Teeth and Venom Geek Media, which I'm excited about. I was hoping... I was hoping to get Starfleet Boy as a part of it. I thought that could be interesting, but me and him have not been able to interact. Can't blame Deanna Troi. They lost power when they outsmarted by an ancient Klingon bird of prey. That's true. That's true. When Riker lost to a bird of prey, even though he was the best, apparently. Laughing Larry, helping out the channel. Only way I keep the lights on. Thank you so much. Says thanks for being awesome, Laura. Well, you know, I do it for you. I do it for you. My cat likes catching squirrels. Well, do you eat them afterwards or not so much? My cats are insane. Is that normal? That is, in fact, very normal. That's how cats act. You can't. Who? Picard always got saved by some ex machina. Like, give me an example of when he got it. Just give me 2 examples, because there is at least one, I guess. But give me 2 examples, because I'd be curious. The captain of the Reliant seems like a doof. I mean, why would he be an idiot? He had no idea what was going on, though. To be fair, you know. The cat eats the squirrels. Okay. I mean, are you not feeding your cat? Is that what it is? Is this cat abuse? Is that what I'm hearing? I was the incompetent officer, Larry. It was an inside jokey joke, if you will. And because I was playing a game, and I'm not very good at games. I'm just not. The Bozeman and the alcoholic episode. Yeah, I guess I could see that. Admiral Picard was not all that competent, if we're going to be honest. I feed her all the time, but she goes out for appetizers. Well, I mean, who doesn't love it? I hope to see Dennis Crosby return. I don't think they're going to bring back Dennis Crosby. They might, but I don't think so. I mean, she'd be one of the cheaper routes, I think. I don't know. Is Discovery / that was from me. I was about to say. I don't recall Dr. Bashir ever being in charge of handling a command-level mission, so I vote for him being incompetent at command-level decisions. He had a couple of command-level decisions. Usually what would happen is he would go out with, like, O'Brien or other officers, and he'd be in charge just because he was the only actual commissioned officer. He made some questionable decisions there, too. Hey, is this video a regular thing? Yeah, are you saying is this video? Are you saying... Do you think this is a video that I pre-programmed it? Because I may have. I may have instantly knew all of the responses beforehand. I'm trying to do online. I'd like to do online every day, honestly. I'm actually trying to build up like the live stream and stuff. It's just, I got so much going on and I'm just not really good at having a strict time, you know? Wesley Crusher for the most incompetent. So here's a question. Was Wesley Crusher actually incompetent? He was annoying. He could have gotten people killed, but he was a kid as well. So was he actually annoying? Trek culture. 10 best Star Trek Deep Space Nine episodes not about the main characters. I love Trek cultures, but sometimes it amazes me what they can and can't, what they can create and what like people just find interesting. I mean, they're great, don't get me wrong. I don't know, I think I'm doing it wrong. From one beardman to another, nice beard. Well, thank you, Gregory. I was going to say Wesley, but he never was an officer. That's true. I say he was very competent, saved the ship a couple times, sure. Wesley's horrible. I can't stand Wesley, but I don't know that we could classify him as quote-unquote incompetent. I hope Picard will feature the whole TNG crew reunited to go one last adventure. Nah, they're not going to do that. Not at all. They'll never... I don't think they're interested in putting the TNG crew back because that would be directly against the characters they have now in Picard, and you wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't do that. As if I was going to have a new cast. Nah, especially if we're in season 2. I might bring them on piecemeal, but I'd never put them back together. Oh, the Gallifrey gal. Someone mentioned them to me. I need to start... Do I already follow them? I don't. So I'm going to start following them. Because somebody mentioned them to me. Wasn't Wesley commissioned? Wesley became an officer late in TNG, but we never really got to see him as an officer. The one time we got to see him as an officer, he helped get one of... he was a cadet, and they got another cadet killed. And then he was honest about it. He said, hey, we messed up. Then we see him when he becomes a traveler. There is a deleted scene in one of the movies where he's really creepy, stalkery. Yeah, it's good that they removed it. It was actually a really bad decision, so I'm glad they removed it. No, putting TNG crew back together would be a nostalgia. Nah, they just wouldn't do it. Lorca was just a guy with PTSD. Yeah, I hate what they did to Lorca, where they made him Terran Universe or Mirror Universe or whatever. That was unfortunate. I really would have liked to seen him because I think he was a solid officer. He just had some problems. I honestly think he had. At one point, I felt like he had the best aspects of Kirk, Sisko, and Picard. I really do. And I hate that they did that to him. Wesley's mom was beautiful. Oh, yeah. That's probably why... that's probably why Picard and Beverly had a baby, and then Picard got Jack killed so that he... wouldn't be a problem and get in the way of his baby mama, you know? True fact. That's in canon. Picard had Jack killed because Wesley was his son. God, I love the internet. Data and Geordi. Are they gay? That's, you can find some interesting things on YouTube. You really can. I mean, it's a wild and crazy place. That's why Picard killed Wesley. That's what I just said. Wesley was born. Wesley, obviously, is the pride of Picard. And, obviously, we can't have anyone getting in the way of that. Can an android be gay? Well, I guess. If an android can have sex with a fully equipped operating android having sex with a female, I'd assume that he could also have sex with a male. Everything can be subject to Rule 34, unfortunately. Data is fully functional. Yes. Fully equipped and fully functional. That's just fact. See, this makes me want to watch this now. I think it's time we all faced it. On this fine Pride Month, we're going to be discussing LGBT metaphors. But Data does technically have a gender. Yes, I would say he's male. He identifies as male. So that's enough for me. Okay, let's get to the real injustice with Star Trek TNG. Why didn't they cross paths with Duck Dodgers? I mean, that's real injustice. Does anyone else think Harry Kim's descended from the Kim dynasty? No. I never really put that together, if I'm being honest. Can I help you? You gonna be okay? Alright. Dude, you are never this needy. What is going on? Like the show if you're not the Zadvash. That's true. You can hit the like button. 37 people watching, only 27 likes. Hit that like button. It's more scared of you than you are of it. Kim is the smith of... What the hell are you talking about? Hi. Are you going to be okay? I think we're going to need to talk. You seem upset. You want to talk to me about something? You want to tell the people what's going on? Why is 7 of 9's badge different in the Picard Season 2 trailer? A red crescent moon with the star. Is she a high commander or something? Why is 7 of 9's badge? I wonder if maybe it's the Ranger's badge and it's different. Because she could still be a Ranger. Honestly, it feels like Picard Season 2 where the Starfleet and Terran Empire had a baby, and that baby was the mixture between all of them. Those are claws, is what those are. Can you please stop that? Thank you. You don't have to use your claws. It's okay. I really hope Picard, what Q makes Picard a real boy again. I don't know. I don't think that they just need to let that go. They never said, oh, excuse me. They never said Kim wasn't descended from North Korean. He's got plenty of food. If I'm stuck on a deserted island with a Star Trek character, who would it be? I mean, Michael is hot, dude. She's a very attractive person. Trying to think. I'm not completely sure. Cisco would probably get us off of the island. O'Brien would make it more comfortable. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. I'm not completely sure. I'm sure North Korea won't exist in the 23rd and forward centuries. Well, I mean, technically, they would still have descendants from there, right? Like, it still exists. Like, Rome no longer exists in the form that we think of it when you say Rome. But there are still descendants from Rome, right? There are still descendants from, like, the Greeks. So, I mean, it's still there. I mean, it just because something stops existing doesn't mean that you don't have descendants from what was. Every Star Trek series has a Mary Sue. In fact, to be a human in Star Trek makes you a Mary Sue, especially if you're in Starfleet. All of them are Mary Sues. It's just who is the Mary Sue-iest of them all, I guess. Who is the special snowflake? Would I have Khan on an island? I don't think so. I don't think I'd have Khan on the island with me. I feel like I couldn't meet his expectations, and so he would either want to rule over me or like I'd kill me. And these, I don't feel like either of these are like options that I would prefer. I feel like these are bad options, like the opposite of good. Many countries obliterated in World War III. After that survives, all over unified. Probably like Korea reunified. Okay. There are still countries on Earth. Canada is mentioned in TNG. Episode Lower Decks. Leningrad is mentioned in Star Trek 4, implying the Soviet Union still exists. Well, was the Soviet Union around during TNG? Well, Leningrad would still be there regardless of whether the sun... Because Leningrad... Does Leningrad still exist? Oh, that must be a popular early thing. The city was renamed to Petrograd in 1914 at the beginning of World War I because it sounded less German. Was then named Leningrad after the death of Lenin in 1924 and became St. Petersburg in 91. Okay. Confusingly, the surrounding region is still known as Leningrad. So are we sure that it's not talking about that? I am a red shirt. The transporter is underutilized as a weapon to just teleport chunks away from people and then you win. I mean, you can just transport people into space or into nothingness and win. What's up, Erica? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the gun show, as they say. Maybe Q resets the timeline without the bore. Yeah, a lot of people are thinking that. There's a lot of evidence to that, like the road less traveled. I'm not sure that it... I think that the time may be broken, as in, like it may be split, like shattered verse or whatever. But I'm not sure. I'm a bit confused by this. Is the Q continuum scared off by the Borg or not? I prefer to look at it as they are. I honestly have my own personal opinion that the assimilation of Guinan's people gave the Borg the ability... Gave the Borg the ability to fight... the Q. And so the Q now kind of fear the Borg, which also would make it interesting because now the Q is using humans to do like a proxy war. Now, all of that is assumption. There's no... beyond a couple of points of dialogue, there's no real reason to think that. There's just dialogue that indicates it. It was called Leningrad in Star Trek 4 because it was made in the 80s when the Soviet Union still existed. Yeah, there's still technically a Leningrad that exists today. I had no idea of that, honestly. Human Starfleet officers are freaks of nature, genius level, intellectual combined with pro-athlete physique. That is true. You liked my video on the toss queue. Oh, Trelane? Yeah. Do you know Sony's fighting that for me? Sony literally threatened to take me to court, and I told them to do it. If they're going to do it, let's do it. Let's play. From everything I can tell, they hold no rights to any of it. But whatever they think they're doing. Apparently Sony owned a lot of the rights to the music that was made in Star Trek. But they lost those rights to Paramount Plus, from everything I can see. And what they were trying to do is they were like, well, we own this one song, or we own literally this one transition song, so we're going to get all of it. And, I said, no, that's stupid. And they're like, no, really, we'll take you to court. And so I was like, all right, well, let's do it. Let's see what happens. They've yet to respond on that. I'm pretty sure they've backed off. I didn't know the region still being named Leningrad was a thing. I learned something new. Well, I'm glad. I just learned it today, too. Nimoy and Delancey made an audiobook with video. Okay. I had heard about that, where it was Spock versus Q. Stalingrad got renamed to St. Petersburg, not Leningrad. Okay, well, Leningrad still exists somewhere. Yeah, Sony. Not just Sony, it's their Mexican division. Oh, here's this. And this is what's great. Here's what pissed me off. So they'd been doing this off and on, and sometimes I just let it go because I didn't want to... I sometimes just don't poke the bear. But here's what pissed me off. It was on the Trelane video. I'm going to let you guys guess. What did Sony say they found in my Trelane video? You'll never guess it. Never in a million years will you guess it. What did Sony say? This belongs to us. This song belongs to us. You played this song. We deserve to get the money from it. I'll wait about 10 seconds for you guys to hear this and then to guess. What song? It was not Nip Slip. Nope. That was not the song. Good try, though. Really close. Really close to the song they guessed. So you're really adding to it, Sultan. Good job. It wasn't any music I played. It was from the Trelane episode. Tub thumping? Nope. Getting closer though. Getting closer. I'll give another second. See if anybody can guess it. You're never gonna guess it though. All right. They said in that Trelane video, in the Trelane episode, that there is the Star Wars theme song. They said, hey, in Trelane, there's a Star Wars theme song. Sony owns the Star Wars theme song, so we're going to make money off of this. And I did a response to it. I was like, hey, you guys don't own... It's not the Star Wars theme song. You don't own any copyright to anything that's on... that's in Star Trek. Even if it was... even if the Star Wars theme song was owned by Star Trek, you don't own anything in that. Paramount bought all the rights back, so you don't deserve this. They said, no, we'll take you to court. The Star Wars theme song is in the Trelane episode. And I was like, get effed, take me to court. Take me to court and prove two things. First off, that you have any right to Star Trek property, any right whatsoever. And then if you can prove that, show me where in the Trelane episode the Star Wars theme song is. In one episode, didn't they mention the reunification of Ireland? Data and Picard was talking about policies coming from the barrel of a gun. I don't think Ireland ever got reunified. They didn't say that, but they did talk about terrorism. And the BBC, the British, were like, they're like, hey, wait, this is talking about legitimate problems that are happening in Ireland. But it was people that we actually conquered, so we don't want that. And so they didn't show it. Have I watched Loki yet? It's really good so far. I actually started watching Loki tonight and got waylaid. I got waylaid and someone was distracting me, and unfortunately I wasn't able to finish. Remember when Crusher dated a ghost? That was a thing that happened. So first off, Crusher didn't date a ghost. So Sultan of Sundry, you opened up something I don't even think you meant to. By the way, Man in the High Castle is wonderful. You need to watch it. What happened was a ghost or spirit or some kind of phenomenon got her addicted, and then used that addiction to force her to let him do whatever he wanted to her. He took advantage of her. It would be the same as if a guy got a woman addicted to crack cocaine and then made her love him so that she could get more crack cocaine. It is so that she gives him what he wants. I don't know why. Like a ton. Like a lot of people on Twitter, Beverly Crusher herself, they love this episode. Like it's some kind of like, deep romantic trashy movie. No, it's fucking it's addiction, and it's basically sexual assault because you're getting them addicted to something so you can take advantage of them. It's horrific. That's really effed up to think of it that way. That's why it's not that I'm thinking of it that way. That's the way it is. I didn't write the stupid episode. I didn't write this bad piece of garbage. I'd be happy. I would love to see a good, really well-written episode, even if it's like based off a trashy book. But I didn't write that. Are you talking about Sub Rosa? Yeah, it was. It wasn't weird and cheesy. It was straight up. That goes as another point towards... Yeah, that's my thing. So, and I've talked about this before. Discovery, I would almost argue Discovery takes it too far. Like I say, they dial it up to 11. But there's nothing in Discovery that isn't in Legacy Trek. You just got to find it. They just put a lot of it together, like, quite quickly. And the spirit in which they do it, I think, is different. Ugh. Honest Trailers made fun of Sub Rosa. They said something like, "Was the show really as good as we remember?" Sub Rosa was just a bad episode. It really was. And that's 90s writing. That's the thing about 90s writing, because you see that, and I think maybe it was early 2000s when Enterprise came out, but you see it in Enterprise, you see it in TNG, you see it in, like, Deep Space Nine. So, like, literally, Cisco committed sexual assault, and he made a joke about it. But they never meant for it to be like that. It was just supposed to be a joke. They didn't think it through, because they were just like, hey, you know, ha 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 ha, you know? Same thing with Enterprise. Making fun of a sexual assault victim. You know, well, this is just a joke. It's funny. It's a man. So it's okay. It's all right if a man gets assaulted. So, Mirror Universe Cisco, Axeman Titan. What's your take on the pronouns thing they brought up on Disco? I think they would be way past such things 800 years from now. It doesn't bother me. Calling people they as a pronoun has actually existed since the medieval time, regardless of what people like to think. And it's not a big deal. I don't understand why, if someone wants to be called a different pronoun, then let's just call them a different pronoun. It doesn't really matter. They're not going to hurt your kids. It's okay. Now, I tell you, you want the left to get pissed off at me. Neo-pronouns are fucking stupid. I'm not going to call someone his, her, or, you know, I don't know, lapkin or whatever. Neo-pronouns are fucking stupid. But, if you want to do pronouns, sure, whatever. Wasn't that when Trip got pregnant? Yeah. When Trip got pregnant, they made fun of a sexual assault victim. Yes, we're talking about the same thing. But it's okay. It's a dude, so that can happen. TrekCon was yesterday and today where I live. Yesterday's speaker was the writer for Search for Spock. Oh, I would have enjoyed seeing that. The last straw for me. Yeah, that was pretty bad. So then me asking Lore to do a slow, seductive striptease to It's Raining Men would be too far. Depends on how much you pay, Ariel Ballet. I mean, I can be bought. I can be bought for most anything. So, I mean, you know, you got the money, I got the time. I don't care. She did... Deanna got hit like a lot, and that was unfortunate. I'm surprised you guys aren't coming back. Usually people come back at me when I talk about this. They're like, "Oh, it wasn't that. That's not." Got a lot of stands out there, shall we say, trying to defend horrific acts our heroes did. What do you call Spock being electrocuted? You call him Spark? I have never really... So, there is a part in my brain. There is a part in my brain that I think is broken. I think there's something broken inside of me. Because I literally don't embarrass. Because I don't care. I don't do certain actions because I can think it logically through and know that would not be in my best interest. Like, for instance, for those of you who've watched someone who used to use this all the time, I don't know if he still does, but I did a skit when I was still a Christian, making fun of people who, because I was a Christian that really was okay and open to talking to anyone. I didn't think that you had to tell them to go to hell every other Friday. And, so I did a skit based on what they said, and it was me dressed up as a prostitute going down Portland. That stuff just doesn't embarrass me. I don't care. That said, that video, I know the other person does it in they would state they do it in good faith or whatever, but that video has been used against me by others who are not them as an attack. And I wish that didn't exist. But stuff like that I have to think through. Maybe the alien lady did not understand that was wrong with Trip from her culture's point of view. Officer, I know that she's under the age of 18. I know that. I know that she's way under the age of 18. But I didn't understand that it was wrong. You see, my culture says it's okay, officer. It doesn't matter that she's way under the age of 18, had no idea what was going on, and now has to live with these horrific consequences because my culture says it's okay. Is that what you're saying, Gobbledygook movie monster? Is that do you think that's okay? Would you defend that? Can you defend that take for me? Trip was totally asking for it. Look what he was wearing. I fucking hate you, Brett R. Oh, you're a bad person. You're funny, but you're a bad person. Yeah, I see that way. Sub Rosa had a certain intention that Beverly fell in love with a ghost and watched surrogate porn, but the actual story is screwed up. The actual story is. But culture, Axeman. Talk to you later, Sultan of Sullinger. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, I mean, people have tried to, and I'm not like mad or anything like that. I'll get passionate about it though. If someone really comes up and they really try to defend it, man, I will get straight up passionate. I don't get mad at the person, but I'll get passionate about it. There's just no excuse for it. The way it's written is damning, and that's just the way it is. You know? Species 8472 helping out the channel. Thank you so much. And again, I mean, it's damning. It's poorly written. It's horrific. But I mean, you can say all of that and at least point out that it was never meant to. See you, Pete Oz. Thanks for coming by. At least talk about how it wasn't meant to be that way, you know? Like, I don't think any of them ever meant to do it in the way they did. I just think it's 90s and 2000 writing where you don't think about what you're writing. You're just trying to make a joke because it's okay. Because you can do that. Because you're not going to think through the natural consequences of what the characters are doing or saying. And so, I don't get too mad at the people. It's just the way it is. What was the episode in TNG with that alien that kind of had the same powers as Q, an older man that lost everything on the planet, so he made the entire race disappear? Didn't he have a wife, or didn't he create a wife? Because it was a colony that got destroyed, wasn't it? I vaguely remember what you're talking about. But I should instantly do it. You do this for a living. Why the hell wouldn't you instantly know what it is, Lore Related? Oh my god, you're so horrible. TNG episode Colony destroying man with power made disappear. Was it the survivors? I want to say it's the survivors. That sounds right. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong about that. Is he Portal? Isn't he in season 1? I don't know who you're talking about. Axeman coming up saying it was the survivors. Made the ship appear to force the Enterprise away. Yeah, it sounds like the survivors. I'd have to rewatch it to be sure, though. No rebut for that one, but Riker would have totally been down for that alien girl and her rocket. I'm sure he would have, Gobbledygook. I mean, again, I would vehemently disagree with you if you tried to argue that point, and I'd get passionate about it, but it wouldn't be personal. What's my opinion on 50 Shades? It was universally seen as a dumb movie and not even true to the source material, but held up as a way for women to explore their sexuality. I have heard positive and negative reviews for 50 Shades. Here's my... I can't say that I'm really all that educated on it, but here's what I've gotten. Normies, like bored housewives, seem to like the concept of it, whereas those who are actually in the kink community and those who are into like BDSM and domination found it pretty offensive. That it really didn't portray a healthy lifestyle. Did I miss anything interesting? Hopefully I can catch up. I'm enjoying these live chats and the ones like yesterday. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I tried watching 50 Shades and I couldn't handle it. Did you feel too weak? Did you feel too powerless? No, the dude and Q are two different, yet equally powerful races. Sure. I don't think I ever said they were the same. Oh, could he have been a member of the Q was the question. Probably not. The dude didn't have similar. 50 Shades only works because the guy is attractive and rich. If he was a toothless scrapyard worker living in a trailer, he'd been considered a creep. I don't know about all that, Brett R. A lot of women seem to appreciate those attributes, especially if they're young. It seems like they seem to appreciate the attributes that you just said. I could be wrong, though. So, what would you guys... Oh, man. I wish I didn't have to sleep. Oh, man. You know how much you could get done. Yudamvowski helping out. Hi, have I watched Lex? Are you going to discuss its lore at some point? I feel like that's been brought up before. I have not watched Lex. I haven't watched a lot of Lex. I've seen it here and there. From what other people have told me and from what I remember about it, it seems like it's softcore porn, which I am cool with. I'm wholly a big fan of pornography. That said, I'm not sure that that's appropriate for Lore Reloaded. I don't know that there's enough lore there to go through it. But I mean, I'll take another look at it. If there's something that I could sparse from it, that, you know, I would do it. Or I could do a complete rundown of it April 1st. Do I think Slipstream will be a thing as well? I was wondering if the Borg nanoprobes could be used to recreate Dr. Soon's positronic. They have Slipstream in Discovery, so there's a good chance we may see it in Picard. Borg nanoprobes could be used to recreate Soon's... I mean, I guess they could be, but why would they do that? There was an X-Files episode about a soldier who was surgically modified to never sleep. He ended up psychotic. Well, yeah, I mean, you go psychotic if you don't sleep. Sleep is necessary for a human to exist. You will literally die if you don't sleep. That said, I wish that it wasn't a failing of our species, that we didn't have to sleep and it didn't make us go crazy. Tech question. Disco Season 1, my biggest complaint in the sounds of the Klingon language being spoken hurt my ears. Is that me or bad sound editing? I don't think it's bad sound editing. It's just the way... Because bad sound editing more means that there's digital issues or editing issues when it comes to putting it together. None of that really happened. It was just a rough language to listen to, and they had to do it behind all those teeth and everything, so... Yeah, I don't think it was bad sound design. It was a bad choice. I mean, you could make the argument it was bad sound design. I wouldn't consider it bad sound design, personally. Laura, I'm reading the Old Man's War series. It would be interesting to hear your take on that if you ever wanted a new series to read. Is that a Star Trek thing, or is it just a regular book? Permission to come aboard. First time viewer. We're going to discuss future shows about starships, like my favorite starship, the Nebula class. Better than the Enterprise class, just an option. This is your first time view. Is this the first time you've ever seen the channel? I've discussed the various classes. The Enterprise class. I'd have to take a look at that. Star Trek Enterprise class. A Nebula would destroy an Enterprise class, like hands down, unless it was like souped up. I was wondering what you think of the new Picard show. I feel like Sir Patrick Stewart is letting his disillusion of real life affect and distort Gene Roddenberry's vision of the future. So first off, I have never been a huge fan or respected Gene Roddenberry's vision of the future, because when you read into Gene Roddenberry and what his vision of the future was, there's a lot of things not to respect in it. I think Sir Patrick Stewart is using real life to impact Picard. I think that Picard season 1 was like 3,000 times better than Discovery season 1. Probably better than Discovery season 2. But still a pretty meh show, in my opinion. I don't agree with a lot of what Red Letter Media has said, but I would say they have some solid points on he's always getting yelled at. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. The protagonist can get yelled at a lot and it still be a good show. But it feels like he's just there, and it's not as impacting, and they're just throwing stuff to see what happens. A 40-year-old bird of prey destroyed a Galaxy class. Yeah, that's because the commander of the the Galaxy class was an idiot. He got those people killed. Make no mistake. Riker should have lost his commission after that. Without a doubt, should have lost his commission. The issue with Picard is that Patrick Stewart is playing Xavier instead of Picard. I mean, it's possible, but even if we accepted that, I could see him somewhat moving into that role. I really think it's just not put together really well, personally. I don't know. ICOD T? I don't know what ICOD T means. Is this some kind of secret code? At least this is what me and my wife think, says Tony. Tony says, oh, you said that. Okay. I would agree that he would be. They should have used James McAvoy for the new Robo Picard body. You couldn't get through Discovery Season 1? Oh, I get the joke. Because he played Picard before. I see what you did. He played Xavier. See? See? I wonder what would happen. I don't know if they finished Season 2 yet or not, but I wonder what happened if Patrick Stewart was released from this mortal coil, you know? That's something that concerns me. Ear Review. Go, Lore. What's going on, Ear Review? Haven't seen you in a while. What you been up to? What Star Trek era is your favorite? I'm a TNG and DS9 fan. I wish Picard was more like TNG style. I don't think a TNG style would work in this day and age. I do like DS9. That's my favorite era of all time. For now. I really like Lower Decks too, but I really like DS9. What would I think about Starfleet developing a ship is difficult to detect by sensors instead of full cloaking tech? I think that would make sense, but I don't think Starfleet would do that because that would be a offensive reaction versus defensive. TNG is by far my... You know, the interesting thing is TNG is probably the most hopeful of all the series the pinnacle of what humanity maybe hopefully one day will be. DS9 I think is the most realistic. And that's still really good. I mean, we'd be really, really lucky if we got to DS9, you know? Will we get there? I don't know. Nice seeing you too. I like the opportunity to chat with you in a smaller stream. How did you rewrite the last season of DS9? In summary, of course. I just changed a few things in the way they would do it. I kill off O'Brien because I think you need to have more of an impact. I wouldn't have a lot of focus on the Cisco. Yeah, I don't know. I had some minor changes to it. That's not... I mean, I would do a complete rewrite. I have the first video of what I would do for Star Trek Discovery, what I thought it should be, or what Picard should be, but... Not a fan of how they portray Starfleet officers in Discovery. I think the new Star Trek shows should be more like DS9. Not just episodic, but a continuous story and more meaningful story arcs. I mean, wouldn't you say that kind of comes down to taste, though? I'm sure some people would say they like how Starfleet officers are portrayed in Discovery versus DS9. I think that the Starfleet officers, it's a natural progression, I think, from DS9, even if it is a prequel. I don't know, I'm tired. That didn't make any fucking sense. So just ignore I just said that. There's a rustic value to how the officers are, but I'm not sure I like how they did it. TNG's the Superman type show. It was hopeful to look inspire people. DS9 was putting humanity into this hopeful look at the future. Yeah, I think that's a way of looking at it. What's going on, beautiful Donovan? O'Brien takes his own life after the war when he realizes his posting at Starfleet Engineering would mean more time with his wife. At home with his wife. True facts. I was recently rewatching Star Trek Enterprise. I don't understand why the refugees on SETI Alpha 5 didn't build any orbital defense. They knew the Xindi were bent on destroying every human colony. They had 10 years to build them too. The refugees on SETI Alpha 5 didn't build any orbital defenses. Maybe they didn't have the resources to. Maybe they didn't have the ability. They had 10 years, but they only had a couple of ships. I mean, humanity was basically extinct. Yeah, I think it's funny how Vulcan basically pieced out. I don't have a Discord. Helps your fans get to know each other and you. I never said I didn't have a Discord. I have a Discord with over 100 people, and it's a dead Discord because I do so much other stuff, but I do have a Discord. I'm looking forward to Strange New Worlds. I mean, I always expect them to not tell the truth, so I'm not as, like, hopeful for it, you know? Let's see, what am I looking for? I am tired, people. I tell people to wear my glasses. Dream made a horrific music video. Thoughts on doing a collaboration with a 3D printer YouTuber and maybe putting out some lore reloaded models? I mean, I'd be open to it, but I don't know any 3D printer YouTubers. Get some Coke? Are you talking like cocaine? I have a drink right here. I really need to go to bed. I need to get sleep. I'm pretty old. Old people need to sleep. I also wish Star Trek Enterprise had the chance to finish their last few planned seasons. Yeah, I mean, they were actually doing a lot better. They were coming around, but unfortunately, yeah, it's like, nope, not going to happen. They got yeeted. Yeeted off the face of this planet. I like the USS Titan. I thought the USS Titan was pretty cool. What's been going on, Donovan? How's it been a long day for you? What you been doing? Well, I'm here for you, Air Review. You have a good night. Way to kill the franchise. It wasn't Bakula that did it. It was, I think they fired, like, the entire writer crew, and they screwed them over with the Nazi thing. And, I think that they really had some bad runs, but they were getting their stuff together. And actually, in Season 4, the stats were going up. And they were actually starting to do really well and getting good ratings. But it's too late. The damage had been done. Is there anything Nazis can't ruin? Matthew asks. I mean, Nazis really like to ruin stuff. I mean, they're defeated. They don't exist anymore. But they were big on destroying stuff. Faux show. Yeah, and UPN like to destroy stuff too. Why do I think they don't want to touch the Romulan Federation War? I don't know. You know, here's the thing. If they rewrote, if they did the Romulan Federation War, they would have to retcon a couple of things. They've already retconned a couple of things. I'm sorry you have an insomnia, Rodan. They've already retconned a couple of things in Enterprise when it comes to the Romulan Federation War. They couldn't do it the way they had, and so a lot of people get upset. We need a Star Trek multiverse. One ship jumping from one alternate reality to another, trying to find their way home. You know, that sounds perfect. They should do that. They really should. And they should have it using, like, the Discovery, whatever, drive. Yeah, I'm pretty tired. If I had a job in Trek that allowed me to take shuttles, would I use a transporter? I'm not a huge fan of the transporter. I'm not sure that I would use it. But I guess maybe. I mean, it's become normalized, right? People are so used to using it, they don't even think about it. So, I guess I would be okay with using it in that culture, because that culture accepts it. I think that, I do think that it kills people. I think that it's a killing machine. That's what it does. I think they saw people's response to JJ Trek and thought audiences wouldn't like a full-blown. They did the Klingon War. So, are you talking about how they do like Days of Our Lives in Space? Because that's what it was like. They had the war, but it was really like that. Transporter kills you and reincarnates. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Axanar hasn't even made their full movie yet, have they? Yeah, they haven't even done it. Do I think they should have made DS9 and Voyager movies instead of just a TNG one? I think that instead of making Nemesis, they should have made a DS9 movie. I kind of get why they didn't, but I think they should have. I don't think you can call Axanar anything but a... Yeah, I mean, it's not talking about that. I'm more talking about what we have seen. I'm overall reacting. That's not what the transporter does. Now step on the platform so we can just take you apart. You're all overreacting. Oh, I misread that. There was a great Philip K. novel called The Unteleported Man that touched on this concept of mass death. Yeah. Should Vulcans have more cats? They should. That's just fact. Who doesn't have more cats? No, Axonor hasn't called it quits. To my understanding, they've moved the movie now to 2022. Is what they said. It is my extreme hope that they get it done. I'm terrified the transporter would put my head on backwards like in Spaceballs. Well, in theory, it wouldn't be you, right? Because you're dead. So, I mean, the new you would have a problem, but not the old you. So you wouldn't be worried. Have you guys seen the, I think it's called The Killing Box? Not The Killing Box. The short film. What's in the box? What's it called? Oh, man. It's about a dude who has a time machine. There it is. The 1 minute time machine. Oh, my God. The 1 minute time machine is so excellent. Because it does that concept. This guy has a time machine. And he keeps hitting the... He's trying to get with this woman. And it's a 1 minute time machine. So you hit it, and it goes back exactly 1 minute. And so he does it like 50 times to figure out how to get in this woman's pants. And then at the end, she studied time and teleportation and everything. And when you hit the button and you go back 1 minute, it doesn't reset time. It creates another universe. And so that timeline still exists, but the person who reset the time killed themselves. It's a hilarious, wonderful short film. Something I had to watch in school. I absolutely love the living hell out of it. Yeah, the 1 minute time machine. It is wonderful. How do these fan films get allowed by CBS? In theory, fan films have some fair use protections, though that's kind of iffy. CBS, look, I don't like CBS. I'm not a huge fan of them. They literally make thousands off of my channel, like, every month. They have stolen so much money from me. That said, when it comes to fan films, CBS was pretty cool about it, because the Star Trek licensing is pretty deep. You can make a lot of money off of it. What's going on, Jesse? The Star Trek licensing, you can make a lot of money off. It's pretty stout. And so when fan films existed, in the past, CBS just kind of ignored it, just kind of didn't do a lot. They just let people make fan films. And then Axonar, everything else aside, they were right. Axonar was trying to create a competitive company using the Star Trek IP. Axonar did go too far. They just did. And CBS was right to pull the banhammer. I think they overreacted. I think they went after everyone when they didn't have to. But that's where we are when it comes to that. Yeah. Do I think that we as a species will be able to evolve to the level of the Federation or the culture? Also, one of my favorite episodes is Who Watches the Watchers? As a social anthologist, it really strikes a chord. I think Who Watches the Watchers is probably one of the worst episodes on the planet, simply because of how they portray atheists and how Picard attacks religion. That's just my honest opinion of it. As an anthologist, I don't know. I'm not an anthologist. I guess I could see kind of where you're coming from. I don't think that we're going to evolve to the... Well, I mean, when it comes to, like, the technology, yeah, I could see us getting to the technological level. I don't think we'll evolve in the way that the Federation or Starfleet did. Not right now. We still have our basic. We still have our basic issues. I mean, for the love of God, people we were talking about just a minute ago, people get upset because someone wants to be called they instead of him or her. We really got to get over this stuff. We really do. And that's just piddly stuff compared to what's going on. You know, that's something that we should be like, just keep it moving. But people don't do it. They can't do it. I don't understand why we can't just let it go. But from a technological standpoint, I think we probably could. Which version TNG you discover? I don't know what you're talking about. Anthropologist. Yeah, I figured it was something like that. Listen, he might be they might be an anthologist, and they might be talking about poems, okay? Back off, ear review, if that is your real name. They were anthologists. Bam. Anthropologist makes a lot more sense. CBS has to protect their IP to a certain degree for legal precedent. That being said, they can just send cease and desist. They did. Well, no, I think they did. I think they did try to warn him. There's been some evidence that there was cease and desists before that. But even if they didn't send a cease, by the time it became a problem, Alec had already purchased a studio and was calling it Ares Studio or something like that, and was using the money off of profits from his Star Trek fan film to do that. At that point, we're past cease and desist. I think we got to smack that down pretty heavy. Now, I don't think we need to go after everyone, but I think we gotta be pretty stout on that. I don't really blame them for doing it. Now, for me, if that had happened and I was head of CBS, I would have hit them with a lawsuit. I would have come at them really hard, and then when they backed off, the requirement would be just don't do it. You know. What if I rapid push the 1 minute time machine 1,000 times in a row? There would be 1,000 dead bodies in 1,000 different universes. Beyond that, I'm not sure. Don't spy on the pre-warp civilizations like the Pentakans, but the feds do it again with the Baku. That's true. Pkwy, I have dyslexia. Okay. My daughter has dyslexia as well. I'm not... No one was making fun of you or anything, Pkwy. It's quite likely both of my daughters have dyslexia. One has dyslexia for sure. So I can... Hey, do I go by the name SF Debris? I don't understand why people think I'm SF Debris. You're not the first one to have ever asked that. I don't think I sound like SF Debris. And I can guarantee you that if I was as successful as SF Debris, I wouldn't be doing this channel by any stretch. I would just be doing SF Debris. I like SF Debris. He was an inspiration for the channel. By the way, P Body, thanks so much for supporting the channel. I mean, and this, I don't mean this in a bad way, Unknown Archive, but do you think I like sound like him? I honestly don't think I do. I'm curious though, P-Wing, what you thought of that. So I can understand from an anthropologist standpoint that you liked it, but I mean, what's your thoughts on how they looked at religion? Who is my favorite American film director? I'd have to think about that. Tell you. Give me a second. I don't think he's a director, but I love Sorkin. What's his first name? Aaron Sorkin. I think he makes wonderful shows. I mean, just wonderful. Thanks for the correction on the Baku. I'm confused. What happened to the Baku? Been using my videos to fall back to a pre-Discover era? Well, nice. Don't have one of those. I don't have a favorite author, and I write for a hobby. Fair enough. Raptor is my favorite dinosaur. Why am I awake before 6 a.m. and how's everybody doing? You're awake because you're good people. Beyond that, I don't know. I'm really tired. Let's see. American directors. I mean, I like a lot of Spielberg's work. Hitchcock was a really big inspiration. And Axeman Titan. He also wrote The Newsroom, which was really good. Yeah, they actually, I think they had Warp Drive beforehand. So P-Wing, I'm sorry I missed it. Again, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Did you respond on what your thoughts were when it came to religion? Because I'd be curious your thoughts if you're still here. Hopefully you didn't get upset, thought I was mocking you. My daughter has, my daughter's dyslexic, so I understand that. Lucas was a good ideas guy. He had a great way of, he had a really good, like creating worlds. Random Menace, but you can always buy a piece of my love, Random Menace, always. Also, I think when he directed the first 3 films, like the original, he was a really, I think he's a really good director. I really do. But when he became like this mega millionaire, he wanted to just sit behind a computer and not have to go through the work that he had to go through. I would agree that Lucas and Roddenberry are good world builders, but not the best storytellers. I've said that a lot. I completely agree with that. Kubrick was murdered for Eyes Wide Shut. Kubrick was murdered? What? Stanley Kubrick's dead? How the hell did I not know this? Stanley Kubrick dead. When did he die? He died in 1999? Jesus Christ, what did I do with my life? Okay. I fucking have a degree in cinematography. How did I not know that? Did I hear that the Kool-Aid Man was getting destroyed? I did hear that, and he should have. He got what he deserved. Spielberg was one part of the whole new Hollywood movement in the 70s. Scorsese, Spielberg, Coppola. Okay. There are a lot of rumors about Kubrick like that faked the moon landing. They're just rumors. He didn't fake the moon landing? Oh, man. There's a movie that's so good. So, this is a director that I really like. And this guy's really good. Operation Avalanche. It is so good. This guy is such a wonderful director. Matthew Johnson. Oh, man. And if you haven't watched it, you should watch Operation Avalanche, because that's excellent. I watch Double Toasted. They review movies, and half don't even study film. Okay. Double Toasted was the series that came after. They had a series before that where they had like a robot and whatever, right? Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, man, I can't even begin to tell you guys. Of course, he's not an American director. He's a Canadian one, so I guess that doesn't count. I mean, Canadians aren't even real people when you think about it. Spill Review. Yeah, they did Spill Review. That's right. And then they didn't get along or something. Like they fought a lot. There was a lot of infighting. Kubrick faked the film landing, so he wanted it to be authentic, so he did it on location. I like that. Nirvana, the band, the show, yeah. Thick coffee. Well, there's someone else who was watching me who I don't even know if they're still watching. Probably not. Fincher is probably my go-to guy for a good movie. Well, cool. What has he done? Just arrived, first time here. What's going on here then? Well, we're about to end it because I'm pretty tired. Canadians aren't even people. Well, I mean, they're not. I mean, Canadians can't get mad. First off, like redheads, they don't have souls. Only things with souls can get angry. But beyond that, I mean, what are you going to do? Not be a part... Well, I mean, what are you going to do? Pretend like you're a part of World War II and send a couple of troops and let the U.S. do the heavy lifting? Oh, no. Not own handguns and come at me with a moose? Oh, God. Oh, no. We do film criticism for our favorite episodes and movies? Sure. I don't... So here's my take. And I never thought I would be more coming around to the way of... oh, what the hell is that YouTuber's name? He's a YouTube critic. He said plot holes don't matter. What the hell is this stupid... Patrick H. Willems. Never thought I'd come around to a lot of way he thought. I think anyone can do film criticism. I don't think you necessarily need a degree to do good film criticism. But I think you're hamstringing yourself if you don't at least study the craft and do your own research, if not get a degree. It's kind of like someone who would give opinions on guns, but not being a gun person, or give opinions on a language that they don't speak. Because film is a language. The camera, the lights, the music, it's all a language. that is used to elicit things in people. And how you speak that language is going to impact somebody. So I'm not saying that you can't do it without a film degree. And I'm not saying that you can't be good at it. I don't think Mahler has a film degree, and I think he does excellent work. I just think you're hamstringing yourself. Canadians will nice me into submission. That's true. I have a sole on each and every shoe. That is true. Yeah, I just, again, and that's some of my frustrations about, that's some of my frustrations with some critics, is that they just, it's obvious they don't know what they're looking at, and so they're coming from an uneducated standpoint. That's not all critics, but, especially YouTube critics, but, you know, we all got to start somewhere. And you don't know what you don't know. I wonder how many people have yawned watching me yawn. Like, let me know in chat if I've yawned and then you yawned. I will say this. I think there's nothing in a film school you can't learn on your own. It's just film schools know what to tell you and when and where and how to put it together. That's what you're buying. I'm that way with wrestling. I can watch some companies and kind of give a reason as to why it's good or bad. Sure. True. I don't sympathetic yawn. You are a psychopath. That's true. I mean, it's just facts. That's just how this all works. People over 60 don't sympathetic yawn. Do they not? Let's look that up. That's interesting. Do people over 60 sympathetic yawn? Catching a yawn is linked to age. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Talk to you later, Tony. Thanks for coming by. I kind of agree, but it's also subjective. I don't have to be a mechanic to like or dislike some vehicles. You don't have to be a mechanic to like or dislike some vehicles, but you do have to be a mechanic. Or you don't have to be, you do have to be studied in order to appropriately diagnose and go into detail why one car may be superior to another. Without an education or background in it, you can say, I don't like it because I think X, but if you have a background, if you have an education, you can talk to it intelligently, right? That's like the women's issues thing. I mean, that's, you can't talk about women's issues because you're not a woman. Well, then I can't talk about a car because I'm not a mechanic. Technically, you can. And you can even talk to it to a moderately good degree. But if you don't have the education, if you don't have the knowledge of what's going on, can you speak to it as intelligently? I would say no. We'll swatch you. That would be unfortunate. You're educated on women's issues and on Star Trek? Well, that's great. I'm happy. Depends if you are criticizing engine performance or interior comfort. I disagree again. Interior comfort, you can make a judgmental opinion on, but you can't really speak to how well interior comfort works because you don't know how the engine impacts the air conditioning. You don't know what kind of how it is ergonomically designed. You don't know if there is a specific way the cab was created to make it a lot better or a lot easier to do. to be a part of. You don't know if the windows have specific grades to them, which could impact how hot it gets inside. See what I'm saying? I'm telling you that in almost any case, if you have an education, you're going to do better. You're going to be able to speak to it better, and you're going to be more intelligent on the subject. I'm not seeing P-Wing talk. Is that just cool? I'll answer in a sec. Just need a quick... Oh, okay. Ergonomics are not involved with engine performance, which is why I was talking about comfort level. He said, hold on, let's go back. Let's see if we can find it together. Let's see if we can find it together. I don't think we can because I'm tired. I missed it. He was talking about education level. Are you saying I cannot say what I liked or disliked about a movie without a degree in movie making? That's exactly what I'm talking about, Random Menace. You nailed it. That's exactly what I'm saying. You absolutely cannot talk about at any point whether you liked or disliked something without a degree in it. That's just scientific fact. That's exactly what I'm saying. That has been my complete clarification. I'm glad that we got that out of the way. I don't think that Alex Kurtzman killed Star Trek. No, not in the slightest. I think I think people make a lot of money saying that, but I don't think it's true. I need 5, like what was it, the Simpsons episode? I need 600 cup filters or cup holders. Here, 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 and here. And he makes this abomination. I mean, I don't know, guys. I'm tired, so maybe it's not coming out appropriately. But I feel like I've said multiple times that you can criticize. But can you speak as intelligently to it? I don't know that you can. Because it's an entire language. Everything done in film is done on purpose. It is a science. It really is. It is both science and subjective. And if you haven't looked into it, you haven't researched it, you're hamstringing yourself. You just are. It's like trying to fix a car without having a degree. Can you fix a car with a degree? Without a degree? Probably, yeah. I know you can. But can you do as good of a job? I don't think so. I think you do a better job with it. You can never find a cup holder when you need one. Actually, there was original series episode where they're drinking and there's no cup holders. I tell you, the weirdest films I've ever reviewed and looked into would be Japanese films. The Homermobile. In film class, we learned about the old Soviet film battleship Potemkin, how they used scenes cut together in sequence to create the illusion of story. Yeah, filmmaking is all about what you want people to see, not about what is there. Now, I do think that sometimes it is a detriment. I think that my film... So, movies that are just... They go so far against the norms are hard for me to watch and understand at this point. So I think that would be a way of where education is a detriment. I'm tired, but there are a lot of ones that don't. Like, I don't know. I want to say Clockwork Orange, but I don't feel like that was one of them. The more I think about it, there are films that just completely screw with me. Jerry Ryan is responsible for the Obama administration. What the hell do you guys? What's going on? Actors these days might be more talented in some cases because they're doing it. I tell you, one of the biggest movie marvels when it comes to that, I think, was Who Framed Roger Rabbit. 2001: A Space Odyssey, I wouldn't include that one. They still used a lot of classical writing to it, but I want to say Rob Zombie movies probably would. What's Patrick Williams been up to? I haven't watched this stuff in a while. Why is it so hard to end a trilogy? Alright, I'm going to be finishing it soon. I mean, it's honestly one of a technical masterpiece when you look at it, especially with the limitations they had. The lead nearly went crazy in Roger Rabbit. I've never heard that. That's interesting. Bob Hopkins was driven to the brink of insanity. Huh. Random Menace, are you still here, buddy? I'm not mad at you. I hope you didn't take that wrong. Malcolm McDowell got his eyes permanently damaged during Clockwork Orange because no one knew how to properly use that thing that kept his eyes open. I could see that. Bob Hoskins nearly had a mental breakdown. Yeah, people told me that. I didn't know that. That's interesting. I can never get angry. No soul. Okay. So you're Canadian. That's right. We were talking about that. Why is the rum gone? Oh, I love that song. You guys were talking about Mario. This is my favorite live-action Mario commercial. I love this. I'm probably going to get hit with a DMCA on it, but I don't care. I actually, in film school, we were supposed to find old commercials and stuff and do a breakdown of them. And this is the one I did.
Don't be afraid to say no. Anyone that asks you... I'm Captain Lou Albano talking to you about drugs. Kids, don't be afraid to say no. Anyone that asks you to use drugs is not your friend. Drugs can and will kill. Remember, don't be afraid to turn to your priest, your rabbi, your minister, your moms, your dads, your teachers, because drugs can kill. And if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Please.
I loved the live-action Mario show. He was a part of that. He was the live-action TV series. Oh my god, that is some of the best, like, some of the best commercials, like, ever. Good old Mario. He's keeping it real. Go to hell before you die, kids. I don't want to go to hell before I die. I would hate to go to hell before I died. That'd be horrible. Did Louis do drugs? Because that'd be great. By the way, on that topic. Since I'm tired and don't really care about life anymore. Hold on. See, and just as an editor now, as someone who has a classical degree, I feel like I can appreciate this a lot better, too. I swear I'm going to get a DMCA. He's probably going to shut down the stream. Oh, man. Some of the best stuff happens right here. Why am I still up at 11:30 at night? What the hell is going on with that? Alright, 1 point and then we'll stop. Wait for it, it's coming. Probably gonna have 10 people watching after this. See, that's so good. God, I love independent people who do independent stuff. Andy Tiger helping out the channel saying, I need to apologize for my comment on my earlier video today. I said you were correct, but not for the reasons you think. I should have said you were correct, but there are other reasons that I think you. Oh, well, thanks for supporting the channel. Did I respond to that one? I'm not sure if I did or not. People say that a lot, though, that I'm correct, but not for the reasons I think. One thing about the internet is it likes correcting me. But cool. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that. No need to apologize, though. I want to say a whole lot of bad life choices. It sounds like a tie for the Royal Navy. That's true. Go to hell before you die. He was talking about how awful being an addict is. That's true. That could have been. Now I have to know why is the rum gone in my head. Well, that I did that on purpose. I heard a rock star say that his worst days sober are better than his best days using drugs. That's true. Drugs are pretty bad. They're not the best. Why is the rum gone? I tell you, one of the things I love is animatics. I think those things are like just great. Alright guys, starting every Saturday at 5 p.m. We're going to be doing a pen and paper game. Really excited about that. On Sundays, eventually, me and Lore Runner are getting back to it. I'm really excited for that as well. We're going to be doing the complete rewrites. And, drugs are bad. Okay. Want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. My Discovery fan fiction. What if Q-Sun wanted to piss off the Q Continuum with the humanity's savage trial by saving Michael Burnham from death's door? Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, so I love all of you guys. I love all of you individually. And I think we need to take this relationship to the next level. I mean, I think it's time for, like, physicality. And I hope that you know, I'm not being too forward with you. But I think this is where we need to go, and I think this is a good one to end on. So I love you, and I hope you think about it. And I'm talking to you personally. If you're watching this, I'm talking to you personally. No one else, just you and me. So yeah, let's do this. Let's have a baby. Let's just straight have a baby.